Today in the news, we got a future console, a future event, a future car, and a future feature. What's up guys, I'm Snows, and this is your boot sequence. Intellivision, the company behind one of the first successful consoles ever, is back at it with a new product. Now this is just a reveal trailer and we are far from the launch date, but the new console called the Amico is weird. Let's start with their preliminary concept design for the console. It's ugly, don't you think? I mean, with the white and silver roundish design, it looks like it can't quite fit its own period. In my opinion, it should be either modern with nice angles like current consoles, or it should go back to its 1979 roots with the wood paneling and the brushed brass metal. Right now, it looks like it's from 2006 with cheap plastics. The Zune looking controllers are also a bit of a concern. The throwback is understandable. I mean, these old school controllers were what made the original stand out, but how are you going to play a game comfortably with that? Anyways, the Bluetooth controllers will have a 5.5-inch touchscreen and all of the bells and whistles from a Wii controller, like a speaker, a microphone, etc. You can also use your phone as a controller, which is okay, I guess. The console is set to release on the 10th of October of 2020. Pretty far away if you ask me, and it's supposed to revolutionize the way games are sold with no DLC and no in-app purchases. You can check out the 4-minute trailer in the link down below. There is a lot more to discover about it. I really don't know why I'm so weirded out by the console. It gives me the creeps. I don't know why. Moving on, Samsung teased a reveal for its foldable phone last week. We've talked about it before, but it's the first time that we get an official date for a talk. I mean, technically we don't know what the subject of this dev conference will be, but on the video teaser for it, you can see a white line folding, and I guess people picked up on that. This event might be a good time for Samsung to show more in details the technologies we talked about on Monday's video. If they show anything that looks like the concept video of 2014, I guess everyone's reaction will be,
wow, that's amazing. Can I see that?
Yeah. By the way, that video is so cringy. You should check it out. Link down below and watch it till the end, please. Then we have Dyson, which is solidifying its plans to build an electric car. In case you didn't know, Dyson announced at the end of last year that they were going to make a radically different electric car to be unveiled in 2020. The $2.6 billion investment for this segment brings us to now, where Jim Rowan, the CEO, announced that the construction of a manufacturing plant in Singapore will start in December. The plans to unveil the car has been delayed to 2021. In gaming, we have a new trailer for the Spyro reignited Trilogy. Spyro and Crash Bandicoot were the two franchises on the PlayStation that kept me glued in front of my screen as a kid. And now that the first 3 Crash Bandicoots are out, I'm super excited about the Spyro ones. The graphics on this remake are especially remarkable. Now, I guess I'll just have to wait for Crash 4 and 5 to come out to satisfy my nostalgia completely. How many Crash Bandicoots and Spyro games did you play as a kid? I know that I went from Crash 1 all the way up to Crash Bash, which I think is the 5th installment, and I played Spyro 1 and 2. Let me know down below your history with those two games. Also in gaming, Blizzard has a new feature coming for the Overwatch World Cup that is pretty interesting. This feature is called the Overwatch World Cup Viewer, and it will allow viewers to control the camera during a match. It seems like a pretty simple feature, but I'm sure that it took a lot for it to be implemented. Right now, the beta will only be available on the battle.net launcher, and it will allow you to completely control your POV. You can view it in first person and third person, you can fly around the map, all of that live during the cup, or even replay any of the previous matches. This feature will eventually trickle down to your games, allowing you to analyze your own gameplay. Those are pretty good features for Overwatch coaches, since before they had to rely on extra spectators to film the scrim matches. Anyways, that concludes today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Click or tap right here to see the latest video, and right here to subscribe to the channel. You might have noticed that I have band-aids on my hands. I cut myself a lot during my renovations. So yeah, right now my pinky and my index are broken. As always, you can find me on Twitter at boot_sequence. You guys stay frosty, and I'll see you on the next one.